Hey guys, so I'm doing a quick test of my Fuji X-T3. I'm recording everything in 4K DCI at 400 megabits per second in long GOP, not all I. I didn't even know you could do 400 in long GOP, so that should yield some pretty significant increase in image quality. You couldn't do that on the GH5. Most cameras that have 400 megabits per second, like the I think the 1DX Mark II, it's all I. It's not long GOP. So that's pretty interesting. And right now I have the aperture on auto, ISO is on auto, and white balance is on auto. So I don't have face tracking on, so hopefully it's getting my face okay. But yeah, just wanted to do a few quick tests outside, some skin tone tests indoors in not very nice lighting conditions. I mean, if you're outside, skin tones should look pretty good on most cameras. I think it's more inside where you have the issues, where you get the mixed white balance and just some ugly incandescent lights and all that. So let's see how it looks, guys. It's clipping. Let's take the clipping out in the sky. At this point, even at f16, we're still getting a little clipping in the sky, but again, the sky is clipped out. We can clear it up. Still a little bit of clipping in the clouds, but very minimal. I didn't want to use an ND filter simply because I didn't want to introduce any weird, color casts that ND filters sometimes, bring up. We can really see the autofocus is really working well here. It's pretty much flawless. And we're on auto white balance right now. So let's change it real quick to a manual white balance. A little bit of motion there. Car is clipping a bit, so we'll stop down really as much as we can here. It's overexposing, shooting at the sun right now. It's above the frame, but just to give an idea of what the clipping looks like, let's really punch it up a bit more. So we should see a lot of clipping here. Again, this whole window in the middle of the frame is clipped. Just to see what that looks like, the roll off. We should see a lot of clipping here. Again, this whole window in the middle of the frame is clipped. Just to see what that looks like, the roll off.